Hey guys, it's Anna here. This is sort of a spur of the moment video, just something really quick. So it's not the best quality. It's kind of rushed. You know, I wasn't planning on making video or even doing any art tonight, but okay, so here's a little bit of the backstory. A while back, maybe a month ago, I was doing a big piece of art and it was with alcohol ink, so I'm using alcohol. Now, I had had issues before with it, so I decided I wouldn't work with it anymore in my living room or anything because I get really sick from it. I'm very sensitive and it messes with my taste buds and my sense of smell. So for the longest time after I'm done working with it, I can still smell it. And I will go to bed in a room that has nothing to do with alcohol, it had none in it and I could smell it. The other thing that happened was that I noticed that would travel to the end of my hallway. Now, alcohol vapors do not just dissipate. They're heavier than air, so they hover around and travel and usually collect in the corner. And there have been explosions in this way because, it just keeps collecting and collecting. Now, this is, obviously larger amounts of alcohol are a danger. I guess smaller amounts are dangerous too, if you go and light a match to it. But anyway, I noticed it was collecting at the end of my hallway, far from where I was working with it. And this is where, our bedrooms are. So my son's sleeping in there, and I decided I wouldn't work with it in the house anymore. And this was small amounts, small pieces, where I was just trying it out. So I decided I would go in my sunroom, and my sunroom is all glass. It's all windows except for one wall, and it just opens up completely. So I had my dog in there, and she was on her chair, and suddenly I see her moving. And then she starts whimpering, and I thought she needs to be let out. So I look over, and she gets out of her bed like she's going to go outside. But instead of going toward the door, she moves her head up in the air in a weird way, and I realized she was actually looking for clean air and she couldn't find it. So it really got to her. I took her outside immediately, and then she was fine right away. When I took her out, she was totally fine. So it must have just have started happening, where she felt like she was suffocating or not getting, fresh air, and she was totally fine. So I brought her into my living room where, this area, my sunroom is far from my living room. There's the kitchen and the dining room in between those two, and it's got doors that lock. So I opened my door, my sunroom door, and I brought the one of those big square fans from my room to pull out the vapors. I don't know how long it took, but I noticed it when I went to bed again that I started feeling sick, and sicker than normal actually that time. So I guess since I was working with more of it, it was just not leaving the room fast enough, or, it was doing its usual thing where it travels around. Anyway, so yeah, at that moment I decided I couldn't work with this inside my house at all. And what I would do is I would work outside when the days were nice. So, okay, so I also thought, what if I tried liquor, like vodka, and I thought I'd try that and see if it worked. So I go to the liquor store, and I thought I'd get one of those little bottles of vodka. I think it was like 57 or 47% alcohol, something like that. So I'm like, that's not going to work well. Then I thought, it just clicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if I could get Everclear. Now, I wasn't thinking I could get it in the store right then and there. I was thinking I could find it online or, somewhere else. Because I used to live in Philadelphia, and over there, Everclear was not illegal. So I don't remember where we had to go. It was either Delaware or New Jersey. We had to go there and pick it up to take it back to Philadelphia, and we were stupid college kids, and we each did a shot of it, and we almost died. It was horrible. This is like, I think what we thought, we knew of the dangers of it and we knew why it was illegal, but we thought that it was dangerous because like people would overdrink it. I never imagined that a shot of it could like kill you because you can't catch your breath. So we're all there choking like idiots, and I was the one that took it the best because I didn't try to breathe. I noticed that when I would try to breathe in, I would choke more and everything would close up. So what I would do was take just little tiny, very gentle breaths and let them out slowly. And I just closed my eyes and try to relax. And meanwhile, everybody else was like heaving and, like doing that, like gasping for air. It was crazy. We're so stupid. It was crazy. I was scared. I was looking at the phone and thinking we're gonna have to call an ambulance. But it passed. It took about 2 minutes to pass completely. And the next day my whole, just my whole bronchial system was like irritated. Like if I had a cold or strep throat or something. Anyway, yeah, that was very stupid. This is how I know about Everclear. But I asked the guy in the store and he said they had it. So I brought it home and I put it away in a safe place and forgot about it till now. So I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, how I'm going to work on this tile that I got recently. And I was thinking, I knew I had a good idea of what I wanted to do. I knew the colors I wanted to use, and I knew I wanted, a floral thing with abstract flowers. So I've had this I've been inspired, and it's been raining here and everything, so haven't been able to work on it. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I should just try it. So I started trying it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to record this to see if it works well. And it works great. It works perfectly. It works just as good as 99% alcohol. What I might have to do is thin it out a little bit, dilute it with some water, and just maybe have a few bottles of different consistencies. And I'm going to have one with, mixed with glycerin. And, but this is, I just tried it pure for this. And it was very strong. It really moved those inks right around, if you saw in the beginning. The only downside is that Everclear is pricey. I got a regular liquor bottle and I think I paid $27 or $29, and I was hoping they would have the little bottles, but they didn't. That's why vodka was the strongest I could get in those little tiny bottles. But I mean, I could see it going a long way if you dilute it with a little bit of distilled water or just, purified water or whatever. I think it'll go longer like that, but yeah, it's expensive. But if it, helps you health-wise, I think it's totally worth it. For me, it's definitely worth it. I don't work with this all the time. Um, so for me, it's totally worth it. I don't have to see my dog getting sick or my family. I don't think there are I don't think there's a danger of inhaling vapors from Everclear. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know, because I'm about to do a homeschool class and that's what I'm going to use with kids. So I'm going to let the parents, it's going to be outdoors anyway, but I'm going to let the parents use regular alcohol and the kids can use Everclear. It's homeschool, so we've got parents, teens, kids. So if there is a danger of it, I'd like to know. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get updates on future videos. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.